Chapter 4: Online Shopping and Marketplace Scams. Shopping online has never been easier. With just a few clicks you can buy anything from groceries to luxury items and have them delivered straight to your door. But as e-commerce grows, so does the opportunity for scammers to exploit unsuspecting shoppers. In 2024, online shopping scams accounted for over $40 billion in losses globally. Scammers target individuals looking for deals, creating fake websites, selling counterfeit goods, or simply taking payment and disappearing. The convenience of online shopping is matched only by the ingenuity of the criminals who use it to their advantage. Fake e-commerce websites. What are it? A scam where criminals create websites that look like legitimate online stores but are designed to steal your money or personal information. Example: Eileen from Wales was shopping online for Christmas gifts. She found a website offering designer handbags for off price. The website looked professional and the reviews seemed positive. She placed her order, but the bag never arrived. When she tried to contact the seller, the website had disappeared. Eileen later realised it was a scam. How to spot and avoid it? Check for HTTPS in the website's URL. Research the site online. Are there complaints or warnings about scams? Use a credit card for payments, as it offers better fraud protection. Counterfeit products. What is it? Many scammers sell counterfeit versions of popular products, often at prices that are just low enough to seem like a deal, but not suspiciously cheap. Example: Tom ordered a designer watch from an online marketplace for £200, expecting to score a bargain. When it arrived, it looked legitimate but didn't function correctly. A jeweller later confirmed it was a fake, worth less than £20. How to spot and avoid it? Be wary of deals on branded products that seem too good to be true. Buy from authorised retailers or official websites. Check reviews and verify the seller's credibility. Marketplace scams. What is it? Platforms like Amazon, eBay and Facebook Marketplace often attract scammers posing as genuine sellers. Example: Lisa found a treadmill listed on Facebook Marketplace for £300, well below the usual price. She messaged the seller, who requested payment via bank transfer. Once Lisa paid, the seller blocked her and deleted their account, leaving her out of pocket with no way to recover her money. How to spot and avoid it? Always use the platform's payment system, e.g. PayPal, rather than direct bank transfers. Verify the seller's profile and look for reviews or activity history. Be cautious of deals that require you to act immediately. Conclusion: online shopping scams rely on trust and convenience, exploiting the very systems that make e-commerce appealing. By staying informed and cautious, you can enjoy the benefits of online shopping without falling victim to fraud. The designer handbag scam Sophia, a 28-year-old accountant from Brighton, was thrilled when she stumbled across what seemed like the deal of a lifetime on Instagram. A luxury handbag she'd been eyeing for months was being advertised at half price, just £350 instead of the usual £700. The seller, Elite Bags London, had a beautifully curated page filled with high-quality photos, glowing reviews and thousands of followers. Convinced it was legitimate, Sophia sent a message to inquire about the bag. The response came quickly. A polite professional message from Amelia, the supposed shop owner, assured Sophia that the bag was authentic. Amelia offered free shipping if Sophia made the payment within the next hour, explaining that demand was high and stock was running out. Excited by the opportunity, Sophia transferred the money directly to the bank account provided. As soon as the payment went through, Amelia sent a confirmation email with a tracking number. The email looked professional, complete with a logo and links to a delivery website where Sophia could monitor her order. Confident she'd scored an amazing deal, Sophia happily waited for her handbag to arrive. What Sophia didn't know was that Elite Bags London was a sophisticated scam orchestrated by an organised group of fraudsters. Behind the polished Instagram page and professional emails was Rizal, a 34-year-old scammer operating out of a makeshift office in Kuala Lumpur. Rizal and his team had spent weeks setting up the operation, investing in tools and tricks to make the scam appear legitimate. Rizal began by purchasing a cheap domain name that mimicked a well-known courier service. Using free website templates, he created a fake tracking page where victims like Sophia could enter their tracking numbers. To build credibility, Rizal used AI tools to generate hundreds of fake reviews and comments on the Instagram posts. He even bought thousands of fake followers to make the account look popular and trustworthy. Once Sophia's payment arrived, Rizal's job was already done. He deleted her tracking number from his spreadsheet, knowing it would show an error in a few days. He chuckled to himself, imagining her frustration as she realised the delivery wasn't coming. But Rizal wasn't worried. By the time Sophia started contacting the account, it would be gone, replaced with a new one selling fake discounted electronics. 2 weeks later, Sophia's excitement turned to worry. The tracking number led to an error page, and her follow-up messages to Amelia went unanswered. When she searched for the Instagram account, it had vanished. Panic set in as Sophia realised she'd been scammed. Desperate, Sophia contacted a bank, only to be told that since she had willingly transferred the money, there was little they could do. She reported the fraud to Instagram, but without a traceable account or contact details, her complaint went nowhere. Feeling helpless and angry, she swore never to trust online deals again. Meanwhile, Rizal was already preparing his next scam. With the cash from Sophia and dozens of other victims, he reinvested in better tools, another domain, higher quality fake accounts and more convincing templates. For him, it was just another successful operation. In Chapter 5, we delve into investment and Ponzi schemes. Chapter 5. Investment and Ponzi schemes. Investment scams are some of the most devastating financial frauds, luring victims with promises of high returns and little to no risk. From Ponzi schemes to fake cryptocurrency investments, these scams can wipe out life savings and leave victims financially and emotionally devastated. Have you ever been promised a guaranteed investment return of 20% or more, or perhaps a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get in early on the next big thing? If so, you might have been targeted by an investment scam. Every year, billions are lost globally to schemes that prey on our desire for financial security and growth. Ponzi schemes. What is it? A scam where money from new investors is used to pay returns to earlier investors, creating the illusion of profitability. The scheme collapses when new investments dry up. Example: Bernard Madoff ran one of the largest Ponzi schemes in history, defrauding investors of over $65 billion. Early investors received returns from funds provided by newer investors, but when the scheme unravelled, thousands were left penniless. How to spot and avoid it? Avoid investments that promise guaranteed returns, especially high ones. Be wary of complex or secretive investment strategies. Verify the legitimacy of the investment through independent financial advisors or regulatory bodies. Pyramid schemes. What is it? A scam that recruits participants who pay to join and must recruit others to make money. It's often disguised as a legitimate multi-level marketing MLM business. Example: Sarah was invited to join a business opportunity where she had to pay £500 to access training materials and products. She was told she could make money by recruiting others. Eventually, she realised that selling products wasn't the focus, recruitment was, and she lost her money. How to spot and avoid it? Be cautious of opportunities that focus heavily on recruitment rather than actual products or services. Check if the company is registered with regulatory bodies. Avoid schemes requiring large upfront payments, fake cryptocurrency investments. What is it? Scammers create fake cryptocurrencies or platforms promising massive returns if you invest early. Example: John was invited to invest in a new cryptocurrency through an online group. The scammers created fake charts showing exponential growth, prompting him to invest £5,000. The website disappeared a week later, taking his money with it. How to spot and avoid it? Research cryptocurrencies and platforms thoroughly. Avoid investments that guarantee unrealistic returns or require upfront payments. Use only reputable platforms for trading. Advance fee fraud. What is it? Scammers promise access to lucrative investments in exchange for an upfront fee. Example: Mark received an email offering him access to a high-yield investment fund, but he had to pay £1,000 for processing fees. After paying, he never heard back. How to spot and avoid it? Be wary of opportunities requiring upfront fees. Verify investment opportunities with licensed financial institutions. Conclusion: investment scams prey on people's trust and desire for financial success. By staying vigilant, researching opportunities and recognising red flags, you can protect yourself from devastating losses. Real life case study: Ponzi scheme. One of the most infamous Ponzi schemes in history was orchestrated by Bernie Madoff, a former Nasdaq chairman. Madoff lured investors by promising consistent and lucrative returns. He used funds from new investors to pay earlier investors, creating the illusion of profitability. For years, this scheme went unnoticed due to Madoff's reputation and the appearance of success. When the 2008 financial crisis hit, and more investors requested withdrawals than new investments could cover, the scheme collapsed. Thousands of people, from wealthy individuals to small charities, lost their life savings. Emerging trends in investment scams. Investment scams are evolving as technology advances. Here are some of the latest trends to be aware of. 1. Social media. Influence. Scammers leverage platforms like Instagram and TikTok to promote fake investment opportunities, targeting younger audiences. They may pose as financial influencers or experts, often showing fake success stories. 2. Crypto pump and dump schemes. Fraudsters hype up obscure cryptocurrencies on social media, driving up prices artificially. Once the price peaks, they sell their holdings, leaving other investors with worthless assets. 3. Imposter investment platforms. Fake apps and websites mimic legitimate trading platforms. Users deposit funds but are unable to withdraw them once the scammers disappear. 4. AI-driven scams. Using artificial intelligence, scammers create convincing deepfake videos or voice recordings of well-known financial figures endorsing fraudulent schemes, protecting communities from affinity fraud. Affinity fraud targets specific groups such as religious organisations, cultural communities or professional associations. Scammers exploit the trust within these groups by using an insider or respected figure to promote the scheme. Victims are often more willing to invest because they believe the opportunity has been vetted by someone they trust. For example, in the UK, a financial scam targeting a tight-knit community promised high returns through property investments. The scammer, a well-known figure within the group, disappeared with millions, leaving families in financial ruin. To combat affinity fraud, communities can establish open communication about financial opportunities, educate members on how to verify investment legitimacy, encourage group discussions before committing to large investments. Expanded example: cryptocurrency scams. Cryptocurrency has become a popular target for scammers due to its complexity and allure. One emerging scam involves fake ICOs, initial coin offerings. Scammers promote these as ground floor opportunities to invest in a new digital currency. They create slick websites and white papers to build credibility. Victims invest heavily believing they are early adopters, but the scammers vanish with the funds once the ICO concludes. In the next chapter, we cover cryptocurrency. Chapter 6: Cryptocurrency Scams. Cryptocurrencies, once the domain of tech enthusiasts, have entered the mainstream. While they offer exciting opportunities for investment and innovation, they've also opened the door to sophisticated scams. From fake tokens to hacking wallets, cryptocurrency scams have cost victims billions worldwide. In 2023 alone, cryptocurrency scams accounted for over $3 billion in losses globally. Promising enormous returns or foolproof anonymity, scammers exploit both experienced investors and beginners in the crypto space. Understanding these scams is critical to protecting your assets. Fake ICOs, initial coin offerings. What is it? Scammers create fake cryptocurrency projects and lure investors to fund their initial coin offering, ICO, promising high returns. Example: a scammer promotes a new cryptocurrency called EcoCoin, claiming it will revolutionize renewable energy markets. Investors buy in early, but after raising millions, the scammers shut down the project and vanish. How to spot and avoid it? Research the project team. Are their credentials verifiable? Check for a working prototype or product behind the project. Avoid investing in coins that overpromise with no clear roadmap. Rug pulls. What is it? Scammers promote a cryptocurrency, raise funds and then abandon the project, leaving investors with worthless tokens. Example: the creators of Moongrow hype their token on social media, gaining thousands of investors. Once the token value peaks, the creators sell off their holdings and disappear, crashing the token's value. How to spot and avoid it? Be wary of tokens with anonymous developers. Look for red flags like sudden price spikes or excessive social media hype. Verify if the project has been audited by a reputable blockchain firm. Phishing wallets. What is it? Fake wallet apps or phishing websites trick users into entering their wallet credentials, giving scammers access to their funds. Example: Mike downloads a mobile wallet app from an unofficial app store. The app appears legitimate, but when he transfers funds to his wallet, they are stolen. How to spot and avoid it? Only download wallet apps from official sources. Double check URLs before entering private keys or seed phrases. Use hardware wallets for large holdings. Crypto mining scams. What is it? Scammers sell fake mining rigs or cloud mining contracts, claiming investors can earn passive income by mining cryptocurrencies. Example: Sophie invests £2,000 in a cloud mining service that promises high returns. After a few weeks of small payouts, the website goes offline and she loses her investment. How to spot and avoid it? Avoid mining services that promise guaranteed returns. Verify the legitimacy of mining operations through online reviews. Be skeptical of companies requiring large upfront payments. Giveaway scams. What is it? Scammers impersonate celebrities or organisations, promising to double cryptocurrency sent to them as part of a giveaway. Example: a fake Elon Musk Twitter account promotes a Bitcoin giveaway, promising to double any BTC sent to a provided wallet address. Thousands fall victim. How to spot and avoid it? Legitimate giveaways never require you to send money first. Double check social media accounts for verification badges. Report suspicious accounts immediately. Real life case study: the Squid Coin scam. In 2022, scammers created a fake token called Squid Coin, inspired by the hit TV show Squid Game. The token's value soared after its release, but when investors tried to sell, they found it impossible. The scammers made off with $3.4 million, leaving investors with nothing. Emerging trends in crypto scams. Cryptocurrency scams continue to evolve, taking advantage of new technologies and trends. Here are some emerging threats. 1. NFT scams. Fake NFT marketplaces trick buyers into paying for non-existent digital assets. 2. DeFi exploits. Hackers target decentralized finance platforms to drain funds through vulnerabilities. 3. Fake airdrops. Scammers offer free tokens but require wallet credentials to claim them. 4. Social media manipulation. Fraudsters use influencers and bots to promote fake projects and pump and dump schemes. Conclusion: cryptocurrency offers exciting opportunities, but it also comes with significant risks. By understanding the common scams and staying vigilant, you can navigate the crypto space safely and protect your assets. Always research thoroughly, use secure platforms, and remember that if an investment sounds too good to be true, it probably is. CRYPTOH! The bustling city of Singapore provided the perfect camouflage for the high-stakes deception unfolding in the penthouse office of Nexus Crypto Exchange. The team of scammers worked methodically, surrounded by the sleek trappings of success: high-tech monitors, ergonomic chairs, and a sweeping view of the skyline. At the centre of it all was Marcus Tan, the mastermind who had turned cryptocurrency scams into a multi-million-dollar industry. Marcus leaned back in his chair, his eyes fixed on the massive price graph projected onto the wall. The numbers danced upward, just as he intended. Through carefully orchestrated market manipulation, Marcus and his team had created the illusion of a booming cryptocurrency. They called it Neo Token, a fictitious digital asset backed by nothing more than fabricated white paper and relentless hype. The operation was intricate. Using hundreds of fake accounts, they began by driving up the token's price through coordinated buys. Each account purchased small amounts, creating the illusion of widespread interest. To amplify the effect, Marcus paid influencers to promote Neo Token as the next big investment opportunity. Social media buzz exploded overnight. Telegram groups flooded with excitement, and Marcus smirked as he watched unsuspecting investors pour in their money. Payments were handled through an elaborate system designed to ensure no transaction could be traced back to Nexus. Victims were instructed to deposit funds into secure wallets that appeared legitimate but were controlled entirely by Marcus. From these wallets, the money was funneled into multiple layers of anonymity. Crypto mixers. These services blended the victims' funds with thousands of other transactions, making it impossible to trace the origin of the money. For a small fee, Marcus could erase any digital fingerprints. Offshore accounts. Once laundered, the funds were converted into stablecoins like USTD and transferred to offshore accounts in jurisdictions like Malta and the Cayman Islands. Fake payment platforms. To further obscure the trail, Marcus used shell companies to simulate fake payment gateways. Victims thought they were depositing into a legitimate exchange, but the funds disappeared into a network of phantom accounts. The infrastructure of Nexus was equally deceptive. Marcus rented the penthouse office using a virtual business address service, ensuring no physical ties to his real identity. All communication ran through encrypted IP phones, and the customer service hotline was staffed by freelancers who had no idea they were part of a scam. These employees were given scripted responses to address common concerns, further convincing victims that Nexus was legitimate. As the price of Neo Token skyrocketed, Marcus prepared for the next phase: the sell-off. Sitting at his terminal, he issued the command to dump their holdings. Millions of dollars in fake profits were converted into Bitcoin and routed through cold wallets, untraceable and secure. The price of Neo Token plummeted within hours, leaving thousands of investors devastated. Crypto is no different from gambling. Be careful.